What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jamin, and look y'all, today I am back with another video. Now look, another drill. Before we do anything, appreciate everybody who love and support. We still on the road to 5K subs. Y'all know, hit the like, subscribe button for your boy Jamin. Glove motion all 2025. Couple of things I want to talk about today, okay? Two things I want to talk about. One, we gotta have a talk with the EA devs and this, once again, the matchmaking, and then we're gonna talk about the stuff on 2K and how there's apparently there's still people zenning. Like I told you, they were still gonna be zenning, right? First thing is first when it comes to EA, Madden 26. I literally said on my last video, when it came to this game, I understand it was still early and then there was fixes that need to be happening. Bro, EA, and I need the devs to see me when I say this, Madden 26 is playable. The more I now understand how this game is, it's more of a video game aspect. It's not about who's good anymore. I understand it, right? But what I consistently do not understand, and I've already said this before, I'm gonna say it again, because obviously when I made the first one, it didn't connect with the EA devs. So I gotta make another one, right? Which I've been telling y'all, I feel like the usering is not really what it should be, but it's still early, right? Why is it, especially when I'm playing online, I've ran into multiple people that I know I'm the better player, which I understand the way of this game and what they're trying to do. They don't care about who's good. They just want us to enjoy a video game. I understand that. But when I'm doing no money spent, okay, and right here, you're going to see what I'm talking when it comes to the using. But watch this, right? And I'm going to get back to what I was saying. Look, that should have been a pick. But when it comes to no money spent, right? Why is it when I'm playing Ultimate Team, and I understand what y'all are going to say in the chat, well, bro, this Ultimate Team, you got to understand this is what EA does. Right, but that is wrong. And me being a content creator, I could have easily spent money. I just don't want to, because I know on a game like Madden, you don't have to spend money to play the game to have fun. You don't have to do it. And especially the way they got this game set up, you don't have to spend money. But its EA system is still wrong. It's like they want you to play the Avengers and you lose the game and want you to think, okay, the only way you're gonna be able to compete is by having to spend your money, and that's wrong. I said this in my last video before. There is weight classes for a reason. If there's no reason, and I have yet to win a Super Bowl on Ultimate Team. I know what y'all gonna say, bro, like, you know, in the background, it look like you know what you're doing. Yes, I understand certain things about the game. I told y'all. This stuff is old clips, by the way. The first week when I was making my return to the game, right? Because I haven't played Madden in years. If y'all didn't know, if you're new to this channel, the last Madden I really enjoyed was like Madden 18. But now that I like how this game speed is, and I feel like this game is more fun, so I made my return to Madden, right? I did a 10-hour stream, and obviously I was rushed. I lost hella games on that stream. I actually now, like I said, now I understand how to utilize my team, which is no money spent, and I understand how the game is. So now I feel like I'll be a lot more improved. But all I'm saying is, I have yet to actually win anything when it comes to Ultimate Team, simply because there is zero matchmaking online. Yes, I have faced teams. I didn't even know there was a Michael Vick card. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing people with Michael Vick, Patrick Peterson, Micah Parsons, right? All of these people, Malik Neighbors. I didn't even know it was in the game. Like, and obviously they're in the game, but I didn't know their card was, that specific card was in the game, because I just be playing the game. And I'm competing with those people, but it's like, why am I not given a fair opportunity? Yes, I understand EA's system, okay, but it's not right, and that's the whole point of making this video. That what they're doing isn't right. I should be put up against somebody with a similar team as me, right? If I got an 84, make my opponent have a similar overall. If my highest 3 overall players have an 84, there's no reason why I should be playing Pat Surtain and the Saquon Barkley's and all of these cards that you clearly have to spend money on the game to get. I don't play people that they team worth 10 mil, and they will get on the mic, and I don't even be doing all this talking. They'll get on the mic and say, oh, this and that. And I'm like, dog, your team is worth like 10 million coins, right? There's no way I should even be competing in the game. All I'm saying is, EA devs, if Ultimate Team had matchmaking, and that's not the only thing I play Superstar, and that's another thing too. There's no matchmaking on Superstar, because I was like, yo, I was asking T, you know, do you want to run Superstar? I got 2 players, right? I got a receiver and I got a quarterback, which I'm still gonna be, you know, trying to play that as well. I was told that there's no matchmaking on superstar mode. You could be just starting, like, let's say you like a 72 overall. They're gonna put you up against 99s. Now, yes, superstar mode is supposed to be a fun. I understand that, but still, why is the matchmaking ignored? Okay, and we already know the answer to it, but it's like, why do that? If you want to give us a fun game, cool, that's great. Gameplay wise, the game is fun. There are so many play. I done lost to I done caught a man 3D dude throw a Hail Mary. He gonna catch the ball and still score a touchdown. I understand what you're doing with gameplay. You want it to be a video game. I get all of that. You want the miracles to be possible. You're gonna see some crazy plays in the back. I get all of that. But all I'm saying is that the thing that keeps me in the game is the gameplay, correct? Right? Stop putting me up against the Avengers and thinking, yeah, this is why he's gonna spend money. It's not gonna happen. There's weight classes for a reason. Anybody that watches any type of competitive, type of sport, they're not gonna say, and I understand what you're gonna say. When football, there's, that's just how it works. Like, no, bro. Like in a fight. In a boxing match or a UFC match, if somebody was just starting out, let's say somebody was like, oh, I'm about to do no money spent too. You know what EA would do? What y'all do, EA, is, well, let's put you up against somebody that does not only have experience, but has spent money on the game to where they have these players. Now, do they know how to utilize this? The person I played last time, he had Michael Vick. He had no idea how to use Michael Vick, okay? And that's why he scored 0 points. Now, scoring 0 points with a maxed out Michael Vick is absolutely insane. But like I was saying, they're not going to say, okay, let's put you up against somebody that not only has the experience, but has the players. Has the team, right? Meanwhile, you got golds on your offensive line. And we all know how the offensive line issue is. They don't block sometimes. And that's why people are just mid-blitzing, which, like I said, the mid-blitzing stuff is easy to beat. You just got to know what you're doing, right? But like I was saying, why they're not going to say, let's put you up against that player. That's not a fair matchup. And you'll have these guys on the mic thinking they're good. Now, like I said, I understand it's a video game. I get all of that. But it's to me, it's just not right. And that's why I'm making, once again, another video, because I want the EA devs to understand, yes, I play this game all the time now. I be on this game. I be having fun. Y'all see in the background, no money spent. Got a whole mixtape of plays in the background. Different teams, too. Random opponents, right? Y'all see what's going on. All I'm saying is, EA devs, please take a look at your matchmaking system in every mode, okay? Now, this is not 2K to where, oh, nobody wants to play skill-based matchmaking ever get. Bro, this game right here it's only a solo player thing, really. Meaning there's not a, oh, I'm playing with randoms and no, you control your football team. Right? So this is not something to where you look at and compared to 2K. Well, 2K has it. No, it's two different sports, right? Both are supposed to be competitive, but the way this game is set up, it's more of a video game aspect. All I'm saying is, just give me a fair chance, right? If I lose to somebody that has a similar team to me, I can't complain. Maybe he just outplayed me. Maybe he's the better player. At something, somebody's always better than you at something, so I understand that. But the people I have been losing to, especially when I get my team into the playoffs, they are not the better player than me. They just have a better team than me. For example, I have the free Aqib Talib, right? He's like an 83 on my team. No money spent. I just copped an 85 Joy Porter Jr. because I was saving my coins up and, I was playing the game. The more you play the game, you get coins, things like that. You level up, things like that, which is great from EA, right? So I got a brand new DB. So I got a new DB. I got Joy Porter Jr., 85 overall cornerback, right? Obviously, he's on my team, right? Had to pick him up. He's got, really good speed, really good pressing, play man-to-man. And on third down, I like to play a lot of press and man coverage because you don't want to just play 10 yards off the ball. The dude just runs a slant. He gets 9 to 8 yards, right? So I'll play a lot of press. I can't do that with Aqib Talib because he does not have, he don't got the speed to keep up with these other X Factors players that he's going up against, right? And two, he doesn't have the coverage. He can't keep up. So it's like I'm every time when I'm playing somebody with an Avengers lineup, they pick on Aqib Talib all the time. And you can say, well, play zone. He's still gonna get beat. And it's not because, oh, you don't know what you do. The Aqib Talib card is just not it. But if I was given a fair matchup to where Akeem Talib is going up against, 83 Mike Evans, now that's balanced, that's fair. When you're making him go up against these X factors, and I understand that you can get an X factor with any elite, pretty much. I get all of that, but I'm playing receivers that are like high overall, and they're destroying Akeem Talib, right? Well, J-Mac, they're a better player. They're supposed to destroy Akeem Talib. I get that, but why am I playing somebody that has a way better team, right? And there's nothing I can do because I have nobody to replace him with. Mind you, I'm doing no money spent, okay? Yes, I'm going to continue to play the game because I have fun with the gameplay that y'all see in the background. All I'm asking is for a fair fight and a fair chance. That's all I'm saying. EA Sports, and that's in every game mode. That's in Ultimate Team. That's in Superstar. That's in almost every mode. If it was more balanced, I guarantee you would have a lot more people, give y'all credit. Because like I said, the gameplays, I'm having so much fun with the gameplay. I love fast-paced games, okay? To me, that's a lot of fun, right? So I have a lot of fun with that. But I was giving y'all that Akeem Talib, example, because you get that, they gave you that card for free and you get to level him up. I got him to an 83 overall, but it's like I'm playing people that they have receivers that are just gonna out-flat destroy Akeem Talib. And there's nothing I can do about it because I can't replace him right now. Right now I got like 70,000 coins. I'm saving up. I gotta get in corners. Like if you want a decent corner, they're going for like 150K. So you gotta like play the game, which I've been doing it. Y'all can see it in the background. Like I said, EA, all I'm asking for is a fair matchup. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. Okay? Now, will it happen? I don't know. Now, when it comes to 2K, I went on Twitter this morning, and I seen on Twitter a lot of people were, we know the 2K community, they do this every year. They were saying things about like the defense, the contest system is broken. We talked about this stuff last night. What I also paid attention to was I'm seeing so many people talking about people that are zenning. There's so many zenners out there. And all I got to say is this. Did I not tell y'all this was going to happen? Did J-Man not tell you whether the game was going to be fun or not? People are going to cheat, right? And this is why I've been constantly saying I didn't like pro play. I didn't like rhythm shooting, because what 2K was trying to do was make the people that were cheating, like try to get them. And instead they ruined the gameplay for everybody else that's not cheating. So it's not like, oh, the people that are cheating, they're going to still be able to do what they're doing. So we still got these speed ups. I'm still seeing people saying there's still speed ups in the game. There's still bad catch animations, right? And now that there's no RNG in shooting, which thankfully, right, the zenners are now more dangerous, right? And I hope y'all can now see why I was saying the things that I was saying. It wasn't because of, oh, you're not good at the game, which at this point it doesn't matter no more. When we play a video game, I'm to the point where I'm playing a video game, I don't even care about, oh, I'm better than you. I just want to have fun, right? Now, if I'm the smarter player, I would expect the game to at least showcase that. I mean, for example, on Madden, like you can't get mad if you lose on Madden 26. The way the gameplay is set up, it's just what it is, right? It's just a video game. But on 2K, like I just some crazy clips, dudes shooting over 4 people, greening it, fading over 5 people, like insane work, right? And I told y'all people were still going to cheat. Now, how do you fix that problem? Well, you got to ban the cheaters, right? How do they know? How do they catch everybody cheating? Exactly. Well, that's a great question. Well, how do they catch everybody that's so-called zenning? And you now see why I also threw in my videos from weeks ago where I was saying, sign a dev that will play the game so they will understand the online experience that y'all are going through, right? Like this, right? Like Madden, you shouldn't have to and again, I'm not trying to get off topic. I'm just saying, Madden, you shouldn't have to have a dev play people online. It should be obvious that there's clearly no matchmaking on the game. When it comes to 2K, you already knew people were going to be cheating. How do you catch those people? You have to find out what they're doing, where they're at. I heard, and again, I don't even have the game, right? I'm hearing people saying they're everywhere. People are saying they're everywhere. They're in the park, they're in the wreck. I told y'all this. They were still going to cheat. That is why I said 2K should have, instead of them just running everything back, just start fresh and give people just a fun basketball game that don't got pro play, that don't have this rhythm shooting stuff, don't have these sped ups and speed ups and gatherings and poor catch animations. That is why I was saying what I was saying, because the cheaters are going to find a way to cheat no matter what. I keep telling y'all this. You can have laws on this world. People are still going to break them. No matter what the concept, they're still going to break it. That's just how it works, right? But like I said, you know, the only way that can get fixed is if they, like I said, the people that have control have to play and understand the online experience. So they will realize, okay, this is what the community is talking about. Right? When you see people shooting crazy shots, 9 times out of 10, they have something plugged in. Now, I understand that NBA 2K26, the shooting is easy. I went live stream last night, and a lot of people told me that they loved the shooting. They said the shooting felt more rewarding. It's more of a green window. They said especially when you're wide open. But when you have people that are just blatantly shooting these crazy shots, to me, that's a red flag, okay? It's one thing if you're just fading from the three-point line, right? Which I've literally been watching people. I mean, that's something in the game. You can literally fade from 3. Now, will that get patched? I don't know. If you ask me, they just need to look at the contest system, right? Because like I said, I haven't played him. I don't have him, so I can't really say, oh, well, I think that because I haven't played it, right? But I've been watching people that have played it, okay? And like I said before, what they need to do is have people that are going to play these online modes with y'all. That's what they have to do. Go undercover. You don't have to have a 2K logo and say, okay, this player, he's going to play the red. No, just play on a regular account like you just a random and find out what the honest experience is. That's all you have to do. Now, I'm going to go back to Madden once again. I have yet to win a Super Bowl. And speaking of Super Bowls, EA, y'all have to, especially an Ultimate Team, why is it when you just start like a brand new season, you're playing somebody that's in a playoff game? I feel like that's once again got to be looked at. I mean, that's insane. You see what I'm saying? Like, for a prime example, if you want to know what Madden 26 is, I'm going to show y'all. It's a video game. Why? 4th and 22, right? And this is what I'm saying. You can't get mad if you lose anymore because this is how the game works. Like, when my first week of returning, I didn't know this was going to be like the game, right? I'm thinking, okay, this is a terrible decision. Nah, this is how the game is. You know, they let you get stuff like this. So that's what I'm saying. You can't get mad. All I'm saying is just give me a fair matchup. That's all I'm saying. Right? That's all I'm asking for. Right? Now, when it comes to 2K, there should not be skill-based matchmaking in the park. That's the part number 1. There should not be skill-based matchmaking for what is it called? What's that? It shouldn't be for theater either. Which I don't even agree with theater coming back because I told y'all I feel like the effort on theater is terrible, right? But y'all get what I'm saying, right? I feel like a lot of both of these games, every time when they feel like you do something, they do something good, you're like, okay, we gotta give them credit. They always find a way to make you want to take that credit away and say, nah, bro, I don't like this, right? It's always something. I don't know why. It's just like every time you would think, yeah, bro, they did their shit this year. There's something always else, and I understand these games are not perfect, but the year that we are living in, it's like, okay, there's got to be some sort of consistency here, right? There's got to be something to where there's got to be something to where you know, okay, this is what I'm gonna deal with when I play the game. We shouldn't be dealing with unfair matchups, especially on Madden, because that whole system right there is jacked up because all you want people to do is, oh, you just lost really bad. How about you go spend and buy some packs? Nobody shouldn't have to do that. With 2K, people are going to just zen, right? Because the way you have the game set up, there's no punishment, right? And again, I agree with the fact they took out RNG for shooting. We shouldn't have had RNG for shooting in the first place. Now, there's still RNG in the game, just not shooting. Because I watched the Mike Wang Beluba interview. He said there's still RNG in the game. But he literally said it's not in shooting. So I feel like all of the bad catches and your player doing all this weird, that's probably the RNG still in the games, right? But like I said, there's people out there that are still going to cheat, right? So it's like, it is what it is. But you got to get rid of those cheaters by finding out where they are. And how do you do that? You got to have people that work for this company play the game. Okay? I'm pretty sure Joe Knows tweeted out the other day, something about people zenning. He plays the game. If he's saying something, I would think, okay, something's really going on, right? Something's really going on. Now let me go back to the Madden stuff. Now that I finally understand this game, I can really give this game a rating. 1 out of 10, I will give Madden 26 so far overall a 7. Okay. Now I know a lot of you are gonna say like, bro, the game is not good. Listen, from a video game aspect, I see what they're trying to do. They want us to have fun on this video game, especially Madden. I understand why you're allowed to get these crazy catches on 4th and long. It's a video game, right? That's what they want. They want the miracles to be possible. It's a video game. But when it comes to fairness and equal, that's not on here. And that's the only reason why this game is not getting a 10 out of 10. It's getting a 7 because you can have fun playing it, for sure. You can have fun. The usering, like I said, I know it's so early. The usering to me is really bad. You're gonna see a lot of times in the background I'm targeting even my opponent's user, because you can be usering a play and read it. It doesn't matter. The usering is not as effective as it used to be when I used to play Madden. Usering right there, I didn't even use that. That was the CPU, right? But like I said, usering back then, it used to be like if you're using somebody and you read what they're doing, it's an automatic interception, right? Even on College Football 25, you could user anyone if you read the play was a pick. It's a video game, right? On this game right here, it's like the user doesn't really do what they're supposed to do, and that's why a lot of the plays I'm targeting the user, because it doesn't matter who's on the user, right? But if y'all want to just have fun playing a video game, I would recommend you get Madden 26. But if you're looking for, I'm the best player, I'm not going to lose to nobody, I would not recommend this for you, because you're not going to enjoy this, okay? The way they have this game set up. And honestly, I hope they don't change it, okay? I mean, it's like I said, it's a video game. The only thing they need to look at is the matchmaking for every mode in the game, right? That's really the only thing they need to really look at. And you also got to think, right? They're going to have to do something, because what's coming out, you could argue in a couple of months or a year, GTA 6. No matter how y'all think that game is going to be, that game is going to push these companies to be better. No matter how you think, it's going to be overrated, it's going to push these companies to want to be better, to make a better product, to keep folks on the game. As of right now, Madden 26 kept me on the game. But it's also make me questioning like the system, right? Which, like I said, I already understand the system. And I want to say this to the people that are putting on mics, especially on this game, talking trash. Y'all got to stop doing that. Now, I understand it's not your soft, or trust me, I like to talk my shit too. But the way this game is set, especially if you have spent probably $500s and thousands of dollars on packs. Yes, people do that. You'll be surprised, right? And to get on the mic and talk like you're doing something is insane. Where I'll be like, bro, come on now. Like you got the way better team. Like you talking like you doing something spectacular, bro. Because we all know if there was matchmaking, a lot of people probably wouldn't play this game. A lot of people, if they knew, they would have to play people with a similar overall or a similar team, right? Meaning like I said, if your highest player overall is an 89, right? Make them play people with 89 overalls. Don't match them up against 81s and 82s, right? But if they had to play the 89s, they wouldn't like it because they would get exposed. It's just like the same thing with 2K, right? A lot of people didn't like skill-based matchmaking in Rec because when they have to play people that are, that is actually a balanced lineup, they're not what you thought they were, right? When they like to just hide in the 92 and under, which I don't even think 92 and under is a thing anymore in 2K, which it probably is. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have the game, right? A lot of people, they don't like to play. They like to hide in 92 and under, and that's because that's the one thing they can feed off and pick on, right? The lower people. With this game, people do the same thing. They like to have all of these players, and EA's system allows them to get weak matchups. Now, am I calling myself a weak opponent? No, I'm not doing that, right? Now, I'm not going to say I'm the worst player. I mean, I feel like I know how to utilize my team, but it's like And it's been proven to where you give me a fair matchup, like these last couple of days, when they match, sometimes they have done it. It's not like it's never happened. It's just it's not consistently happening. Like, yeah, sometimes they'll give me a matchup to where, like, you see how I throw at the user, it doesn't matter. You can literally target the user, right? But like I was saying, they have given me games to where it's been balanced. However, it's not been consistently balanced. One game and then making me play somebody with a way better lineup and say, okay, now you got to play this team right here, knowing they have a way better team. And like I told y'all, no matter what you think of, okay, yeah, but that's a skill thing. It's really not, because when I have somebody like Akeem Talib as my number 2 DB and he's getting picked on, especially on third down, there's nothing I can do about it because I have no replacement for him, right? I know a lot of are going to say, like, oh, that's cap because speed kills. Listen, that speed stuff is true. But when it comes to a DB on this game, if they have low awareness, no good pressing, no good coverage, they're going to get exposed, right? Like, I have other DBs backing up Akeem Talib, but they don't have the awareness. They don't have the what is it called? The pressing, and they don't have the, what is the word I'm looking for? I already said awareness, but I get my point. They just don't have it to where they don't start for a reason, right? So it's like there's nothing I could do. But if you give him a fair matchup, he probably could, play some solid, coverage. But like I said, on this game, that's not been the case. And that's why I haven't won a Super Bowl, which honestly, like I said, knowing that's the reason I haven't won a Super Bowl, honestly, I'm not mad. It's just, it would be nice to win a Super Bowl because on the Ultimate Team, when you win a Super Bowl, they give you an option of like 200,000 coins or something like that. And knowing me, no money spent, we need the coins for sure. You see what I'm saying? So I know a lot of y'all like, oh, this is whining, but it's not, because all I'm asking for, like I said, is a fair fight. No money spent. That task alone is not easy. That's a whole process of, you got to be patient, you got to play the game, you got to consistently do these challenges, you got to be on point with your team. Okay, and I've done a great job with that. I went from CJ Stroud to 85 Bryce Young, right? I picked, like I said, my next pickup is going to be, I want another corner. I'm also looking at that 85 Brian Branch, right? So like I'm literally grinding, literally putting the time in, getting my no money spent team up to a certain team. Look, and this is why, like I said, the gameplay is fun. You got control of your experience. You can actually move. You're not slow and clunky, right? But like I said, no money spent is already a task, and I just feel like, making things more frustrating is not going to make anything better. So like, guys, this is why I'm once again talking about the matchmaking, and I just need the EA devs to look at this, because to me it's a problem. It really is. It's a problem that could easily be fixed. Just match people up who they should be matched up with. And I'm talking about I'm not talking about their skill level, because a lot of people that are not good, they get saved because of the players on their team, right? Yes, the gameplay is arcadey and it's fun, I get that. But a lot of these players that have all these top players, they're not good. They just got good players. How do you score 0 points with Michael Vick? The brand new Michael Vick, and he had the brand new Pat P. And he had Troy Polamalu. Troy Polamalu had a card? That's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, where did these cards come from? But those are the people I've been playing up against. And they don't know what they're doing. They just have all these high-end talent on their team. Which, like I said, I'm tired of talking in circles. But y'all get my point, chat. Y'all literally get my point. Now, I want to say this as well. Why did y'all take out I'm just asking a question at this point. Why was the MUT draft removed from Madden? Okay, now I understand that you put a lot of things in the game like superstar, which is phenomenal. I get all of that, right? You gave us, like I said, the yard stuff or whatever you want to call it. Why did you remove the draft champions? And the reason why I'm not even complaining, I'm just asking a question. The reason why I bring up draft champions, and I'm pretty sure I want to bring this up again. Draft champions is a prime example of balance. You know, you get to literally draft a team, right? It was on Ultimate Team. You could literally, you don't have to spend no money to do this. You literally just had to have a ticket. You could play draft champions, play somebody with a similar team, and you could literally win or lose. You could get coins. But I feel like that was balanced, and I don't know why they took that out, right? Like, look, dude had Darrell Revis, he got cooked, right? And that's what happens to my Aqib Talib. When I'm playing him on man coverage, he gets beat a lot. He's lost, right? Does that have something to do with the game? Maybe. I don't know, right? But I got to get rid of Aqib Talib. He's just not it right now. He's just getting picked on a lot. And it's always on 3rd and 13, 3rd and 15, he's getting picked on, right? But like I said, chat, I want to know, like I said, the draft champions, to me, they should have kept that in the game. That's why this game only gets a 7 out of 10 for me. It's just the small things that could have easily, once again, been fixed or looked at. Not even fixed. It's just take a look at this. How would this make people feel, right? Because I'm still not I'm not buying packs. That's what y'all want people to do, EA. It's not. I'm not doing that. I know what you want people to do. But like I said, let me know how y'all feel about that. Let me know in the comment section how y'all feel. And I hope an EA dev can see this, because like I said, just take a look at what's going on. Easily, this game could be really better than what it is. But other than that, it's your boy J Mid. We signing out, chat. Glove Motion 2025. I'm out, man. We gone. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.